Hey everybody, haven't posted a video on here in a long time on the Sims channel. So I'm doing a resort thing, kind of like one of these mountain rental kind of places. Um, I I love doing these mixed use kind of residential commercial things in Sims. So the new pack, right, like for rent, I feel like they they kind of missed the mark with it, right? Like I want to be able to build places like this where I can have like one person who is an owner, who like lives in one unit, and then maybe there's like another unit that's like a rental or something like that. And then also I want to be able to have places like this populate under it, right? So like if it's like a little cafe or something, um, I I feel like this is kind of more of just like a little kitchen, like a community kitchen. But you can do um, what you call it, like you can do in these, like you could do a uh, like a cafe or something like that. So one of the ways that I used to do that, like a workaround, right, was that I would make these whatever type of lot, like say that I wanted it to be a cafe, and then I I would check off all the boxes up here, and then I would have like my sort of apartment place or whatever that's like on the same property, and then I would have my sim live there. And then you can, if you have like get to work, then you can have a lot like this, and you can have employees, and you can like populate it and stuff. I always wish that you could hire other sims, like that was a base game thing, that you could hire different sims to work at your you know at your place, and then you can go up here and like assign doors and stuff, like lock out certain sims and stuff like that. So, but I want to have my residential, and then I want to be able to have like a rental place, and then I want to be able to have like a little spa, downstairs, and and then have all those like populate, and have all this like have Sims out here ice skating and doing all that stuff out here. So like I love I actually love this pack, like Winter Escape. Like I think Mount Komorebi is pretty cool. So I wanted to do something more interesting with than just these little dinky rental things. I wanted to have something that's more like a resort, kind of like what we have here in Colorado. Um, so, anyways, oh, there was one other thing that I was going to show. So I struggled a lot with this stuff up here, like trying to get my lofted um, little uh, cutout thing. And then this is covered in snow, but it's going to be glass um, later. Is this, what's going on down here? Is this exposed to, is snow going to come in through here? I don't know. I'll have to play it. So I need to put a sim like on this lot, but I haven't actually bought the for rent pack yet, because I've seen like the gameplay is so buggy and glitchy. Like I saw um, somebody was playing it, and then they had one of their units was going for 1 billion simoleons like a week or whatever it is. So I don't know what's going on with the pack. It just seems like it's every time that they do that. Lately, it's a bunch of bugs, and I wish they would stop releasing stuff that's so broken. But anyways, oh, and then just in case you're wondering, with doing lofted things like this, one thing that you can do is you can, and you're going to see me struggle with this in like the speed build part, is that you can build a section of your walls, and then you can just get rid of the floor, and then like make these half walls or like that. So that's one way of doing that. And then, like put, if you want to, you can put railing around stuff like this. Like you can put some kind of like a divider, something like that in there. That's not bad. That's actually kind of attractive. But you can do stuff like that, and then you're gonna see me struggle with it a little bit, trying to get this cutout thing shape in here. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to switch over to my speed build footage and talk to you about what's going on in that. Okay, so Mount Komorebi, right? This is like the mountain getaway pack, and then you're right at the bottom of the ski lift. And I just thought it'd be fun to make like a little kind of teeny tiny mountain resort kind of place. And like typically like places like this, like up here in Colorado, like you would have places that are like this where you would ski in, or like condos and stuff like that that are right at the bottom of the mountain, like next to the ski lift or whatever. So you just ski right in, and then you have your rentals there and stuff like that. But typically it is like mixed use. It's like like condos, and then they have like little cafes and stuff like that. And depending on where you are, right? Like some of the resorts, like Breckenridge is like an actual town, and then the ski resort is right there, like part of the town. And then other places like Vail or Keystone or whatever, they kind of shut down for parts of the year. So it's like there's no restaurants, there's no grocery store. There is restaurants, but they're only open during certain times of the year. So I kind of wanted to go for a little bit more of a town feel, because I feel like Komorebi, it is like more of a town. But yeah, so I'm just gonna I want to make like a little ski-in place where you can go and get your coffee and get a snack and all that stuff. But it's going to be the community kitchen, like for my lot, and then or depending on if you want to go to my store page, I'll show you where that is later. If you want to go to my store page, then you can download this, and then you could change it into a cafe or a spa. Because I thought, you go down the mountain, you get your massage, or you get your coffee and your massage, and couldn't find a place to put the hot tub though. So that's a little bit of a bummer. There's no hot tub on the lot, because you need a hot tub after you go skiing or snowboarding, right? So I have a lot of rooms like this, that like stuff that like little cafes and stuff like that I built, that I keep in my library. So sometimes instead of going through the trouble of making a whole new cafe and then decorating it with everything, I'll just grab one of my rooms and then plop it down, and then I'm just gonna put it there, and then like move everything over to the other room. And then this room is gonna be like my spa later, right? yeah, so once I've got everything how I like it in my little cafe, then I'm gonna move on and do like a little spa gym type thing. And I think I was just kind of like going for like putting the most amount of like little seats in here. Just trying to kind of make the most use of the space, like putting lots of little chairs and little tables in all over the place. And yeah, like I think you know I I feel like this pack like really missed the mark, the for rent pack, because they could have done that with the pack where you have mixed use stuff. Like you could have a little your condos that are on top of your little shops or whatever, or your like live work kind of places, and those are really common in the rest of the world. Like they're really I mean they're common in a lot of places that are getting rezoned, you know, to to like accommodate that kind of stuff. But like these mixed use like places, I don't know, like I read something about zoning or something. They were talking about how um, some places or like used to be like that. Like you see them around here where they like you would see a house that used to have a little storefront attached to it. But anyways, so yeah, I feel like they missed the mark with that. I feel like they missed the mark with um, having like they have break-in artist, right? They have the like nosy neighbor like break-in artist thing, but they should have brought back the burglar, right? They should have brought back the burglar job, or like the crime boss job to go with that, because it's like it's been in every Sims game up until 4. I did want to have, like, I saw the ice skating rink thing, and then I was thinking like, oh, like I definitely, like, I need to have a little cute little ice skating rink like in like the little village area where you like ski down. And I mean, you got to, if you're at a ski resort, you got to have like the little ice rink, right? But yeah, I'm just gonna like move some stuff around again. Okay, so moving on to the little spa, right? um like it's okay. I'm not really like proud of it or anything like that, but I felt like if you're gonna have like a little mountain uh, strip mall like ski resort thing, like that's something that you would probably see is a little spa. Like they're pretty common, like little cafes, little spas and stuff like that. Um, and like if you're building stuff like this, check the gallery, because the chances are somebody has built a room. Like you can go into the rooms tab and then just look and then find some like really cute little spa thing that somebody's made, and then you can plop it down and kind of like move the dimensions around so that it fits with like what you want to do in there. But yeah, I think I was trying to make room for like a little hot tub in my gym area, and then I eventually settled for the like the little steam room thing instead of having but okay, so one like little quick hot tip, right? If you're doing this and then you want to have your like mixed use whatever, so that if you put it on the gallery and then people can change it, and then they can say, oh, like I want to make this a spa, and then I'm going to have my sim live over it, or I want to make this a cafe or whatever. Just go up to the side thing, go up to like the building tab, and then click down to change the lot type to spa, or change it to gym, or cafe or whatever. And then when you're in build mode, when you're in build buy mode, um, you'll have like an option to like do um, spa stuff. Like it'll give you that kind of miscellaneous, like what belongs here. So it kind of like narrows down all of the choices, and then you can use the filter too. Like you can click on the filter and say like show me stuff from the spa day pack, or show me stuff from Snowy Escape or whatever. But just like a little tip like that helps with like to kind of narrow down all of the choices when you're making stuff like this, like making a little spa or making a little cafe or whatever. Okay, and moving on to the the rental units, right? And yeah, I mean, like I can't believe like I've been wanting this for the longest time. Like I've been wanting to have like like make your own apartments or like make your own condo things for the longest time, and I haven't bought the pack yet because everybody, whenever I'm watching them play on YouTube or whatever, everybody's gameplay looks so glitchy and like bugged out. um, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and build some little condos up here, and I think that I was just thinking like if I had like a place like this, like a little spot like in the mountains that was my Airbnb or whatever, um, how would I like what would be like my kind of like dream Airbnb type place to have up in the mountains? So like that's kind of like the motif that I went with here. Um, so yeah, like what am I doing? Putting railing on, putting stair railing on. Yeah. What else? What else? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna jump ahead to the part where I was struggling with the doing my loft, because the loft is like I like how it looks. I think it looks really cool. Um, I was trying to figure out how to do like a little deck thing in here, but I really like how my loft came out. So yeah, I'm gonna jump ahead to that and show you that. Okay, so this is the part that like kind of makes me crazy when I'm doing build stuff, right? Is so yeah, I if you want to do loft build out stuff like this, right? I think one of the easiest ways to do it is to just get rid of the floor and then build rooms on top of it, and then you can go back in later and then you can delete the floor or you can add it back in. Like there's like a little bounding box that's on the outside of the room thing whenever you finish a room, like if you build the walls, and then you can just say get rid of like the floor in here or add it back in, and then yeah, you can just use the half wall tool to replace all of your little walls, or uh, to draw in, you know. So I wanted to have my little like loft thing up here, right? And then I wanted to have uh, the loft look out over the like kitchen dining room area thing. So, and then I wanted to have my like glass sloped roof that goes over the kitchen and dining room, right? So you can see like how much I struggle with this stuff, like going back and forth and back and forth, like bulldozing the walls and then, getting rid of the floor, putting the walls back in, putting the floor back in, and then, you know, putting the stairs back in, moving the stairs, building the walls, and then, doing it over and over again. I'm hoping that, like, someday, like, Sims 5 or whatever it is, I'm hoping that someday they just make this part a little bit easier because I feel like this is something that I've struggled with for so long is the whole like the loft thing and then like basement walkouts because I love basement walkouts and I love like lofty things like I like playing with the open things, right? So yeah, like I wanted to do a sloped, like just one gabled roof thing that goes over the kitchen and the living room thing that has a glass roof on it, right? So the problem is that when you do that, then it automatically puts this wall in where the roof is supposed to be, and then you can't get rid of that, right? So my workaround, right, is to put um, like gabled doors. Yeah, what do they call them? I'm gonna find it. Okay, so here's my stupid workaround to create these kind of like vaulted ceiling type things. Is that when I put my little gabled like half roof thing on there, and then I had the loft opened up how I wanted it. What I did was I put the door frames in there. The like open what do they call them? Yeah, the just open door frames, and then it kind of like gives the illusion of having that opened up like that, and that's good enough for me for right now. At least that's that's my workaround. So yeah, yeah. But it kind of works and it looks okay. It just like I think it kind of adds in that little bottom part, so that it looks like a vaulted ceiling or whatever. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna put all this build on the gallery, and I just need to do like a little bit more decorating of the actual units. There, it looks very like ski resort. So the packs that I used, I think, are it's mostly like eco living, winter getaway, and yeah, oh, and spa day. So if you have those packs, then you have like 90% of it. But anyways, so yeah, I think that's gonna be it, and I will. You already saw what it kind of looks like, so I will see you in the next one.